Alright, so we just got done watching Young Sheldon, Season 1, Episode 21. I'd like to apologize to my faithful viewers that I wasn't, up to snuff last round there. I was a little bit under the weather, perhaps. I had eaten too much pizza, had too many beers. You know, I can't quite knock...
That was a pizza night.
I can't knock him back like George Sr., right? Like, I can't... Like, he's... Yeah. We'll also be talking about and reviewing the most recent... chart-topping hit by Aubrey Graham.
Is this the most recent one? Because he had another song, but I hadn't listened to it.
It's not like formally out yet. It comes out tonight.
Okay, so
or Friday or something. It's the Little Baby song. Yeah, which I'm looking forward to because that Little Baby's quite good. But yeah, Nice for What is the name of the song. This is sampling Lauryn Hill's X Factor,
and this is
produced by Murder Beats. This would be also a Toronto native.
This would be one of the songs of the summer,
without a shadow of a doubt. There's so many people I know. Nice for what? You know, just everybody. Nice for what? It's great. The music video with all the lovely ladies and the kind of the movement that going there is great. And this song is just incredibly infectious. I think that the song would be nowhere without its beat.
The production,
yeah, the production really carries this song because it's quite repetitive in nature, but it's just an instant banger, without a doubt. An instant banger and perhaps an instant classic. Even.
And this,
many were saying this was the end of Drake, but turns out just not true.
It's just the beginning.
It's just the beginning. Scorpions coming out in June is what the album's called, allegedly. I think that's a cool album name. So this episode of Young Sheldon.
It's called Summer Sausage, A Pocket Poncho, and Tony Danza.
Why Tony Danza?
I feel like...
Did we miss something? We probably missed something.
The fact that we're both questioning that, though, it's
maybe a reference we don't get. Probably, yeah. Okay, so anyways, this episode, where we go back 2 episodes when this physics professor was courting...
I'm thinking... In my opinion, the last episode could have just actually not existed at all.
I mean, it didn't exist to me, so...
Yeah, so it's not in the canon.
No. There's no... And yeah, when you told me about it, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty strange.
So
as all you guys know from the review, especially the end part with the fish, you know it's whack.
Yeah.
And this was the first episode of Young Sheldon where I've actually learned...
Some facts. There was 2 facts.
At least 2, if not more.
Yeah.
Which I'm surprised if this is true, which I'm assuming it is... that the Great Wall of China is filled with the dead bodies of the builders.
Yeah.
I don't doubt that.
I don't doubt that, considering how massive of an undertaking that project was.
Yeah, exactly. And
we learned that summer sausage is called summer sausage because it does not need to be refrigerated.
Which I'm assuming that's also correct, but
I'm assuming these are true facts, considering this guy's a physics teacher and he's traveled to China and all
very
this
smart
stuff.
guy. And I didn't know actually that Szechuan would get its name from the Szechuan pepper, actually.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I didn't know it was just...
I don't even think Szechuan sauce actually has Szechuan pepper in it.
Probably not.
We can find out. I have some.
And I had heard, which another thing I learned, which we talked about in my Spanish class, actually, that spicy food is...
Yeah, I knew that.
We learned that spicy food, it also lasts longer. Because it's so spicy, it preserves it. But I didn't know about the sweating thing.
Yeah, I knew that because of my experience traveling to Panama, in which I would just... gouge myself with spicy food because it would cool me down, for real. It doesn't say Szechuan in this.
Imitation, like...
It just says soy stuff. Yeah, fucking good old soy.
Good old soy. Yeah. Take a swig.
Yeah. Oof, no. This stuff's actually pretty bad. I don't know what to cook with it. But, this episode follows this physics teacher's coming to see Mima again. Sheldon... unbeknownst to his family, has invited him over for some dinner, and it goes pretty well, all in all.
And he's pleasantly
This episode was so good.
Actually,
I was standing on this chair.
I would say this is the last time. I'm sure there's been other good ones. The last time I remember an episode being good was the one where they stole Mima's car.
Yeah, that was a good episode.
To drive to the hospital because George Sr. had a heart attack, and that was also another good kind of like adventure. Kind of like I'm not gonna say
this wasn't an adventure episode though. This was a Mima episode and a Sheldon episode.
This was an episode of not closure, but like we finally
character
got
development.
Something we want.
Yeah,
you know.
And so what me and Reed discussed as we were watching this episode is that we noticed that Sheldon is becoming the Sheldon that we know and love from The Big Bang Theory now.
Being the clueless to social clues, but not in And it's obviously Ian Armitage.
Yep.
His acting skills.
He seems to be more comfortable with the arrogant side of Sheldon now, as opposed to the neurotic side, which he always had down.
When he invited Dr. Sturgis over.
Yeah.
His mom said, "Do you think about telling me you're going to do this?" I thought about it, but I thought you'd say no, so I decided not to.
Yeah.
And that's kind of a douchey, prickish thing Sheldon from The Big Bang Theory would do.
Without a doubt.
Because he's like, "Oh, I thought about it, but I thought you'd say no, so I just did it anyway."
Well, it's about like the sort of like very consciously picking up on social cues as opposed to the sort of like unconscious thing that your average
being
person
socially
does.
less of him just being socially awkward and more of him turning.
This is a weird thing, but he kind of reminds me of like I know some people in my younger days that grew up to go to business school and stuff, and they were all like these people I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of honestly one person in particular who will never see these videos, but I'm not going to name drop. But he was incredibly social. Like he was a good guy. I liked hanging out with him from time to time, smoke pot with him, whatever. But he didn't pick up on social cues until he went to business school, and then now it's like this very conceited, conscious effort to pick up on social cues. So whenever I see him, he seems very excited to see me, even though I don't care myself anymore about this guy. And it's incredibly awkward on my end because I'm just going to be me smoking a cigarette and being like, "Yeah, bro, young Sheldon, let's go." Like,
and this is what we're seeing in
your age.
Yeah, this is what we're seeing in Sheldon Cooper. But he's learning these social cues through a combination of Mima and literature, I would imagine, right?
And even what's called
experience.
This episode has some of. I wouldn't say. I remember the episode 20. This was 21. No, this is episode 19.
Yeah,
episode 19 had some of the best script writing. This one, the script writing.
This was the character episode.
Yeah, well, it wasn't it wasn't like amazing jokes or anything like that. It had. Very heartfelt. It was the most heartfelt episode.
Yeah,
anyway.
without a doubt.
We had some good like little banter with Sheldon and Sturgis.
Yeah.
And it's like this is fun. I like this.
Yeah.
We find I still don't like Missy as a character. We've discussed this often.
Yeah, fuck me.
She's still not a good character. However,
I forgot about that plot line though. That was really heartwarming.
It was good. That's the thing. However, even though she's kind of a shitty character, basically the lead up into this is Sheldon says it's good to finally have a role model in the household because Sturgis was there.
Yeah.
And George Senior's kind of he's not mad.
He's just like
Sheldon. He's sad. He's a little disappointed that he doesn't have that. Sheldon doesn't think of him as a role model.
Yeah.
So he decides, you know what, I'm going to try and do something for Missy because I don't really talk to her. I don't know much about her. She doesn't know much about me. You know what I mean? It's like the typical when you have a son, sometimes the father will either you have those fathers who are very focused on their daughter, or who he has a son who's George Jr., who they are very similar.
Yeah.
So not that he's neglected Missy, but he hasn't, you know what I mean? Like, Missy's been more of Mary's daughter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So he's finally asked her what she wanted to do, and she wanted to go, this was actually a decent joke, wanted to go to the fanciest restaurant in all of Texas.
Yeah.
Which was Red Lobster.
Yeah, which is funny. That was,
it was
a great
actually
joke.
A pretty good joke.
Made me crave some of that Red Lobster.
Yeah, actually, also that scene, the goopy liquid butter.
Yeah.
That was...
Let's pull this forward.
You've been getting me onto that fried chicken.
I love fried chicken.
Man, this is off topic, but I was driving downtown 2 days ago.
Yep.
Drove down on Blanchard past the KFC.
Mm-hmm.
And I smelled it from my window and I was like, this is awful how much I want it.
Yeah, you didn't do it though, right?
No, because I had to get
I don't have any interest in doing KFC, but I would like to.
No, it's like...
We made fried chicken for breakfast this morning.
You made it?
Well, Ian made it, yeah.
He actually fried it himself?
Yeah, he fried it himself, yeah.
It's like, do you have a deep fryer? Or
We just got a big pan.
Really? They just breaded it?
Yeah. Just flour and bread and...
I saw the picture. That looked good.
It was good. It was
good.
It
was homemade. That's
impressive. Yeah, it was homemade.
Wow.
But I plan on, upon receiving my paycheck on Wednesday, getting some serious fried chicken.
649?
Yeah. You down? You been there yet?
I've never been there,
Let's
so
do
I'd
it.
probably be down. What day?
Wednesday?
Yeah, I'm probably down, yeah.
Cool. Word. Chicken and beer, man. Woo! Sign me up. The scene... Missy in the Red Lobsters.
He goes with her, and she wants to dress up fancy, so she gets a princess dress.
Yep.
And then he puts on a suit for her to be nice, and she gets there, is having fun, sees the lobster's face and gets scared.
Yep.
And then he comes over and sits next to her and shows her how to crack it open and eat it. And then she takes a bite and she loves it.
Yeah.
And he helped her by saying, hey, you know, I'm gonna help you out. I'm gonna teach you how to crack it open. He was being a real good father.
He was.
That was a very heartwarming scene. And then we had the scene where Sturgis brings his travel walk. So he wants to make her a Szechuan dinner.
Yep. And he comes up and he's like, I look like a teenage mutant ninja turtle, which was super cute.
Silly, but I liked it, honestly.
Yeah. I like that he knows who Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are, even though he's an unmarried man with no kids in his 70s.
And this is 1989, and they're probably pretty new. to keep in mind.
Oh yeah, they would be relatively new.
Yeah, so that's pretty...
maybe that's why he referenced it.
No, but you know what I mean. Like I feel like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were probably bigger in like 1995.
Maybe we will know. But the live action movies were like where was
92, maybe.
I don't know.
Anyway, he comes over and she things are going well, and she asks him to stay the night. She's alluding to it.
Yeah,
and this was a scene that hit a little too close to home.
Yeah, perhaps it did. As somebody who has a hard time picking up on female advances, sometimes. And she was saying, "Oh, it's so some incel shit." I went there.
I don't. Yeah,
sorry,
but he's not though. He's not. He's not. Have you heard of brain cell?
Brain cell?
Yeah.
I don't want to know about that.
I'm gonna tell you what brain cell right now.
Okay,
brain cell is the same thing as incel, but it's because you're so smart.
Oh, I hate that, bro. Fuck, that's so hard, man.
Yeah, that's the worst one.
Brain cell.
Yeah.
Is that legit or is that like a meme?
No, it's like legit. People will. I can't believe people even like refer to themselves as. I don't know.
Themselves?
Yeah, it sounds so awful.
It sounds very awkward.
I don't know. Anyway, she's saying, "Oh well, it's a long bike ride home. You could stay." He's like, "Oh no, I got a rain poncho. Oh no, I got a headlight." He's like, "Well, it might rain. I got a rain poncho."
Yeah.
And then she's like, "I'd like you to stay the night," and he says, "No, thanks." And then she's kind of quiet and kind of sad. And I'm so glad this happened because like I'm glad that he asked her why she's being quiet. I'm glad she didn't just dismiss it and say, "Oh, nothing." She's like, "Are you not interested in me? I invited you to stay over. Like, what's wrong?" He's like, "Well, I'll explain." And he says, "I didn't want you to think that I'm the type of guy that expects since I made you dinner that you're going to invite me over, you know?"
Yeah.
And then
I'm just trying to find the name of the actor that plays Mima's boyfriend.
I think it's Sean Wallace.
Sean Wallace?
Or Sean, one of the two.
Sean Wallace is the name of a teacher I had in high school. Which is funny. Yeah, this episode was incredible. Like, just the Mima falling for this guy that's got a little bit gawky, or gawky's the wrong word, nerdy and a little bit too direct and a little bit missing on certain stuff.
And then anyway, the scene, it was cute. He gets down on his knees, and I was like, he better not be proposing.
Yeah.
That would have been awful. That actually would have been god awful.
Yeah.
He says, I'd like to...
Would you like to engage in a night of
intimate
relations with me?
And she was like, and she didn't answer.
Yeah.
But you see her look back, and she has her typical...
Yeah, well, Sean, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah. And, no, then it's the next morning. Sheldon looks out the window and sees that his bike's still there, so that's a good sign. And he leaves. As he leaves, she kisses him on the cheek or gives him a kiss on the lips. I don't really remember.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so it's a good episode.
Great episode. The best, maybe even. This is the nice for what?
This is
young Sheldon episodes.
This is the quintessential. You're going to watch one episode?
Yeah, watch episode 19 and 21.
Yeah, keep the intro. But it's like the nice for what of Summer. You can listen to one song.
The nice for what?
I'm not saying it's like I'm not saying there's like not good album sounds.
Yeah,
one song.
Without
one
a doubt.
song. This is the summer song.
For real.
The next summer song I gotta say. Have you heard "Never Be the Same" by Camille Cabello?
Not yet. No, I haven't actually listened to. I heard Havana. That was a good song.
For real, it's a kind of shitty song. It's my summer jam.
Okay,
I love it.
I'm also impartial to what was the other summer jam? I don't pull up the Spotify. There's a song I'm bumping on. Oh, "Wish" by Diplo featuring Trippie Redd.
Yeah.
Baby, what you wishing for?
Did you ever hear that? It's
great.
Awful. That one Trippie Redd featured song. And that like Alice.
Oh, Allison one. I like that song, dude. I like her too. I like her music, bro.
I think it was weird. It was weird. It sounds.
It was misplaced.
Well, it sounds like she sent him the beats like the night before, and it was like,
yeah,
shit. But I mean, it's
like her label bought a Trippie Redd feature for her or whatever. Yeah,
and he just.
I don't know where she came from.
Yeah, it kind of feels like a Hot Topic cosplayer.
Yeah,
the video's really awkward.
Yeah, the video is awkward.
She's pretty awkward in it.
Yeah, some of her music's pretty good.
It's
I'm okay with it.
Yeah, it's not bad. All right,
yeah.
I think we're gonna leave it there.
Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for watching.
What?
Like, comment, subscribe.
That's old. That's scary.
Okay. Yeah, that is scary.
All
like, comment, subscribe.
And up, down in the below.
Thanks for watching.